Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to finish off this media wall. So if you didn't manage to catch part one of the video, we built a 2.4 meter wide floating fire unit. I've never built one of these before, but had a blast making it customized to size with the 60-inch fire in. So part two of the video, what we're going to do today is we're going to fit the drawers in that. We'll go pick the paneling up, and then we should be ready for delivery. So we're going to hang the floating fire unit on the wall, put the slat panels up, make a fascia for the TV, and put some LEDs on, and that should be it. So let's dive right on in. So starting off where we finished, this is doing the drawer units, so I needed to make the front faces for these first. So what I did is I took the front fascia off and drew around them, cut these out with a circular saw just roughly, and then what we did was we used the palm router to get a nice clean straight cut edge along these. You can see here I just used a straight edge to get a nice clean cut along the edge. The router leaves a really nice flat finish, and this is the result. So they both fit perfectly nice and snug in the two slots on the front fascia. So just finishing off the first drawer unit. What we did, we made these out of 12mm MDF, got this cut of B&Q. We might have used miter bond to stick it together, and then we've screwed it all in. So I've just fit two 450mm drawer runners, ball bearing type in the base here. So these just screw into the MDF, screw onto the frame, and as you can see, it pulls out nicely. So the front unit, what we're going to do is we're going to leave that off till we go and fit this on the media wall, just in case the frame moves slightly as we're fitting it all, and because these are quite a snug fit in the front fascia board. Right, so that's it just mocked up. Just need to finish off the paint now, polish all the paint up, and then we're ready for delivery. So here we go, time to build this media wall. So this is a breeze block construction behind here. Just can't use really deep wide wall plugs because we don't want to blow the bricks out, so we have to use sort of 10 to 12mm ones and put up many supports across the whole length. So I'm going to put some 3x2s on the wall to support and sandwich our fire unit in place. So what I've done to start with, to make my life a bit easier because I'm working on my own, so I've just put two CLS rails above and below where the unit's going to go, and then we can lift the centre unit in, screw that in, and then attach that to the wall as well. Right, so I've just placed the fire unit into the two sandwich plates that we made. So you can see there, top and bottom, we've also attached some of the 130mm wall screws through into the block behind. See, nice and level there as well, which is perfect. So now I'm just going to sort of the drawer units, put those on, and then we can start putting the framing up for the TV. So that's the base of our unit and framing in place. Now we're going to focus on the TV. So this is an extendable TV bracket, so you can move this in and out, which is great. Gives you access behind the TV, so we can put PlayStations and things behind there. What I've done is I've attached the two back rails onto the back of the TV already, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to measure from the top of here to the top of the TV, and that'll give us our spacing for the wall on where it needs to go, because I want to leave a little bit of space between the unit and the TV, but not have the TV too high up the wall either. Right, so that's the TV bracket up. See here, got it nice and level, which is great. This TV bracket fully extends out over, I've just given it a pull, and it also goes all the way back flush against the bracket. So it's great if you need to get behind the telly for anything and hide it all. Alright, just lifted the fire back in, just to make sure that still fits alright, and it does, that's great. So now I'm going to start putting some of the framework up around the sides for the cladding to go on. This is a good time now to think about your cable management and where you want to put lights and things before you box it all in. Right, so that just about wraps up for the day. We've got all the framework up, so we've put a load of extra supports in and around it, so these longer pieces here comes out 60 from the end at least, so we can put our panels on. So these are the panels from the panel company, fantastic bit of quality. So they're a felt back, and you see it's quite thick, 9mm, quite heavy units, and they're all stapled, the slats onto the front. So I'll just turn this over and I'll show you the other side. This is the other side, so they're really nice quality. This is the natural oak colour, so you can see you've got an overhang on the felt at one end, and then you've got that on the other end, so they overlap onto each other. And they fit really nicely on the wall, and you can't see any joints, which is great. Right, so it's time to put the cladding up. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure out all the cut-out sections here. I've drawn these down on a little bit of paper so we can mark it up outside. So I've measured these from the bottom. So I'm not going to cut the height of it yet, but what we'll do is we'll measure out, cut from the base upwards. So I've measured up 81.6, so that's obviously to the side of there. There's the widths from the corner bit, and then these bits will be the full width of the panel. So to put the panels on, the slat panels on, doing is I'm just putting some black screws in the back of the felt here, so you can see them up close, but from a distance can't even tell where they are. So we've left a nice square in the centre here, just for the skybox, any cables, etc. And then we'll clad this out tomorrow with the fascia to go behind the TV. Right, so we're back in action. So you can see we've nearly finished the paneling. We've just got one panel left to go on. This is the probably most awkward cut because we've got to sort of falls away at the top there, got to cut around the side of the fire here, and then under where it goes under the base. So we'll get that done, and then it's time to make a fascia board for around the back of the TV. I'm going to do this in white as well with some LED lighting on the back of it, and then it's just the drawers to sort and the handles to go on, and that should be it done. So if you're like me and you don't own a track saw, what I do with my circular saw is if you measure from the side of your circular saw to the inside of your blade, so that's 3.1 centimeters or 31mm. Put your straight edge on. So I've just used a long piece of MDF for this. Clamp it at either end, and then you can just run it up the side and you leave a nice straight cut. So just getting the last of the panels up. Drawer handles are now on. So just going to go to B&Q. We're going to get the fascia cut for this. I'm going to do this 10 centimeters wider than the TV. A couple of CLS rails to space it out from the back, and then we can put the lighting onto the back of it.
में समा जा आम करते हैं बातें ऐ अजनबी कर ले तू दोस्ती